You guys were the unit that was probably one of the best on the team last year. You want to try to build on that continuity. I know you're replacing some guys, but feel good about what you're building with.
I think we're onto the right thing. We're trying. One of the things we have to do is do all the little things better than we've done. Really concerned about that because that's last year in certain situations. It all starts off with the communications and getting better. We gave up. We don't look at all the positive stuff. We try to just get the negative stuff and try to work on that. And we've addressed that in the off season. I think our guys on the staff did a great job with the players in the off season addressing where we are. And so today and for the rest of spring, we're just trying to work on the things we've got to get better.
How have you liked the new guys at D-line and DB?
I think they're playing well. We've got, the thing that's hard right now is because we've kind of overloaded them early. We haven't had a chance. Every day we're installing. I think once we get to the second part of spring and we can go back and start over again and do it a second time, they'll play faster, which is our goal, to play faster.
What have you thought of Joshua this spring so far? It seems like you're always saying one day he'll be a good player, one day he'll be a good player. Is that day coming soon?
Oh, he got the number 2 on now, so he's he gets better because he works at it, and he's going to get better. I think Coach White does a really good job getting those guys prepared and ready to go. We put Josh in some tough situations early in the spring to see how he would react. He's done a great job. He's done everything in the off-season program with Coach Alozzi that we want him to do. Academically, he's solid. So I think we've got something really good to work with, and now we've got to get the best out of him.
And moving Deshaun to linebacker there last year, how do you think he's been doing? It seems like he's kind of competing.
Getting better all the time. I think he understands now. That's a little different world. The coverage part of him is pretty easy because he does stuff for us coverage-wise because he's been with Coach Martin in the secondary, which helps us because he's coming from back to front. So that part of it's pretty easy for him. It's going to be the run stuff that he's got to get the physical part of it. But once again, a guy who did a great job in the offseason in the weight room, got bigger, can still get bigger. He's got tremendous athletic skills. There's things that he enables us to do because when we get in certain situations, we don't have to substitute. He's not really. He's kind of a half DB, half linebacker right now.
You lost your top playmaker in Tack, obviously. Who do you kind
of... Yeah, darn Tack, I tell you. Could have stuck around again would have been great. Getting all the calls from back east about Tack, and I'm glad everybody else is starting to figure out what a wonderful young man he is and what a great competitor, and he's certainly a playmaker and someone I'm going to miss.
Who would you say were kind of the handful of guys who are candidates to replace, not necessarily that position, but that role of just making plays defensively?
I don't know if we're there yet with that type of a guy right now. I think it's going to be more of a team defense. I think we're going to all have to, give a little bit here, get a little bit from that side, get a little from the other side. I think we'll be a little bit more maybe multi-dimensional in our scheme this year than last because we had a guy like Tack who could do so many different things. We were able to set him up. I'm not sure where we are right now with that.
You have 2 mid-year guys that were pretty highly touted in high school, and Jalen and Darnay. What have you thought of them?
Like them both. Impressive. The one gauge of them right off the get-go is how they did academically for the quarter. It was awesome. Did a great job in school. Came to the workouts. You don't know that they should get ready to go to the prom. I don't know if either one of them could get dates, but they should be getting ready to go to the prom, and they're out here with us. And when you can get to go through what they went through in the wintertime with Coach Alozzi and then be out here in the spring, it's an added bonus for us. And as I said, they've done a great job with their schoolwork, which always concerns you because you get them here and they haven't been overwhelmed with anything we've been doing.
At this point in the spring, when you have to replace so many guys all over your defense, the defensive line, linebacker, Jalen's gone, Fabian's gone in the back.
Why are you bringing up all the bad stuff?
You were talking about how you always think about the negatives. So. Do you even consider at this
Don't
point
listen
in
to
the
what I say.
at this point in the spring, do you even consider who are going to be those guys, or are you just trying to get better?
We have an idea obviously when we get them up there, but there's some great competition. We want competition. It's obviously there's a couple of spots that are wide open as we go through spring. We'll be able to evaluate. Once we get everything in and we quit confusing them every day and giving them more and more, it'll help us and we go back and slow down just a little bit for them.
With Johnny Johnson gone, is that right corner spot one of those wide open spots?
Yeah, I'm going to miss Johnny a lot, but I understand why he did what he had to do. Great young man. And I think that's the situation where now we brought Mossy over a little bit, and we're going to have to get some depth added there in our secondary. And then we're bringing in some really, I think, fine young guys who'll be able to Coach Martin get them ready early enough we can get some depth out of them.